Yesterday was a long day out and I decided to bivvy in the area that I've been climbing. Well, I had picked out a spot, but of course when dark set in it was more difficult to find that spot which I had earmarked, and so I retreated downhill and found a somewhat sheltered level area and cleared it. Fortunately I found a straight length of wood, so I was able to just rake off the area, but it's not satisfactory. There's a slight incline to it. It's a very slight incline, but what annoyed me immensely was the tough ground sheet that I use, which is a military personal protection kit. It's part of it. It's a very robust, and I use it as a footprint on my tent. Decided not to use a tent because it's very difficult to pitch one unless you have an area. It's unnecessary as well this time of year. And I used my air mat, and it's really for the first time I've used an air mat, but I was determined to try these out. And the first thing I found during the night is it slides on this ground sheet, which is a plastic protection sheet. The footprint, it slides, easy enough to inflate. And of course, rest going through my mind during the night is if I got a puncture, because it's a very uncomfortable piece of ground to be sleeping on or trying to sleep on. Just an ordinary, I make the liners myself from polyester sheeting. I can polyester sheet blanket sheets. The airbed itself does slide, and would I use it again? No. Definitely on this type of terrain. There is a time and a place for inflatable air mattresses, camping air mattresses, and this environment with stones and of course cactus is absolutely not really the area. Where you would use it, you have to be more than scrupulous with the clearing, and then you would definitely need a footprint, something that would prevent puncturing from below. But the answer to that is no. Would I go away with a weekend with one of these? No. It would be my British military Campmat, which I know works, prevents you sliding around even if you're on an incline, and is very accommodating. It's the right bit of kit, and it's also the right size. It's rather larger than what would be a lightweight camping Campmat, but the British military Campmat is the way to go for me. But there we are. I thought I'd enlighten you with this. So the air mattress is certainly comfortable. Back of your mind is, will it puncture? Back of your mind as you wake up is, I've slid down a few inches on the incline and it's very slippery, and just turning over the mat will move and slide. So on the whole, in this environment, no. You'd have to choose where you were going to use it and be confident that the parameters of where you are aren't going to cause, or likely to cause, or possibly could cause a deflation of the mat. So I'm back to solid foam. But it was certainly worth the experiment and trying. It certainly is comfortable, but for those pluses you have some considerable minuses.